Hi everyone, this is Brittany Drozd, and welcome to another opportunity to create your legacy and a life you truly love. So I go through this all the time when I'm putting together like a month's worth of social media posts that I want to put out, or putting together consistent messaging that I want to be found in these videos, in the weekly emails that I send out to you. And I go through this of like thinking, well, what do they really want to hear about? What would be most relevant? What would be really helpful for my community? And I get a lot of that feedback through working with individuals in the groups that I work with and hearing about the different themes and different things that are coming up for you. But I was really stumped when I was putting this list together. And what came up for me was I was asking myself, what would be the most challenging thing that I could talk about? What would be something that would bring out the greatest response in people, or challenge them to step beyond their comfort zone? And I thought, oh, how perfect. It's doing nothing. Because the great thing about people that I work with is, and myself, we're so action oriented. We want to make something different. We want to see results. We want to measure our success. But the harder thing to do, the more challenging thing to do, is to stop moving, is to do less and be okay with it. If you haven't run away from this video yet because that idea totally freaks you out, I commend you for staying till the end. But I'm not going to offer you some challenge at the end of this video. I'm not going to offer you a tip or technique or something you need to do differently to get there, but simply to just be, to just sit with where you're at right now, wherever you're watching this, and try and find a place for acceptance, for some self-compassion, for some self-love, for just who you are and where you're at right now in this very moment. Whether that's you're super stressed and anxious and you were hoping that this week's video is going to help with that, or you're feeling pretty good and we're just excited to tune in and see what this video was about. So wherever you're at, can you just be, just take a breath, slow it way down, and find some space for love and compassion for just where you're at. So I guess technically that is my challenge to you in this moment. But where else do we run away from that? Where do we pack our lives so full that we don't have to sit and be still, that we don't have to stop and find a place for love and acceptance for where we are right now, that we're always chasing something more? That serves us in so many ways, and that's why so many people in my community are such high achievers and would be seen as successful in so many people's eyes, but it's never enough. So instead of trying to get to the next level or the next phase or whatever it is, can you find some real love and gratitude even for who you are and where you're at right now? I hope that peace finds you, and I would love to hear about your experience with this and how you could even incorporate more of that in your life and where you find the space for it. Thanks so much for watching. I look forward to connecting with each of you and hearing your stories about it. See you next week.